is the big Uzbek, BAHODIR DJALOLOV, the Olympic gold medalist who is coming off of an 8th round knockout over Jack Malawai in June of this past year. He gets ready to take on the unpredictable Curtis Harper, whose claim to fame came when he walked out of the ring after the opening bell on August 24, 2018, against, at the time, the undefeated Efe Achaglam. His purse was withheld, and Curtis Harper said, "It's something that I regret every single day of my boxing career, but I will upset BAHODIR DJALOLOV here tonight."
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with the next fight tonight. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Ready to make his way to the ring first. Fighting out of the blue corner from Jacksonville, Florida, Curtis Harper.
So Curtis Harper, as we mentioned, his shortest fight 1 second because the bell rang, and then immediately he walked to the back in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've seen some crazy things in my career, but that's probably one of the strangest.
It was. I mean, that went viral. I remember when I saw, what is this guy doing? Hopefully when he sees the size of DJALOLOV, and I don't know if he knows he was an Olympic gold medalist. Hopefully he doesn't do the same thing, Ray.
I don't anticipate that, but again, never say never.
And his opponent ready to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner. Here's the undefeated heavyweight from Uzbekistan, BAHODIR DJALOLOV.
Here is the big Uzbek. He has a master's degree in sports science, and I think he's probably getting a 4-year degree when it comes to knocking guys out. I don't think he's at the graduate level just yet. He hasn't graduated to contender status just yet. But boy, oh boy, boom, boom, he is making noise because he's laying the boom on every one of his opponents thus far.
He is a big, big fella. I mean, just wide, big and wide. And he's, I've seen some tape on him. He's got, he's southpaw. He has an educated right jab. And when he throws that left hand, he throws it with bad intentions. He wants to take you out with every punch.
Well, here's this. What about Viktor Postol and Ruslan Probodnikov, who fought here at the War Grounds, and now the big Uzbek is following in the footsteps of those fighters as he steps over the top rope. That is how massive he is. My goodness. There is a reason why they call him the big Uzbek, standing 6'7" tall. 11 wins, 11 knockouts. Can he make it a dozen here tonight? As we take a look at our tail of the tape, you see that DJALOLOV, 6 years younger than that of Curtis Harper, the significant height and the reach advantage in favor of the 2020 Olympic gold medalist. And now to meet these two Bohemians, we send it up to my man. Here is Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are set to go. 10 rounds of action, this scheduled in the heavyweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Rudy Barragan, Tiffany Clifton, and Fernando Villarreal. When the action begins inside the ring, your referee in charge, Thomas Taylor. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple and pink, he weighed in officially 260 pounds even. In 22 professional fights, his record stands at 14 victories, 8 defeats with 11 big wins, coming by way of knockout from Jacksonville, Florida. Here is Kurt the Hurt Harper. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue with white. He weighed in 247.6 pounds. In the 2020 Olympic Games, he captured Olympic gold for Uzbekistan, and as a professional, he is perfect. 11 bouts, 11 victories, all 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the heavy-handed heavyweight from Starosio, Uzbekistan, the undefeated BAHODIR, Big Uzbek Jalolov. Once again, your referee Thomas Taylor with the final instruction.
Boxer, chief second. Right here, gentlemen. Got a mouth guard? Mouth guard? All right. Trunks are going to come up here, guys, a little bit, so we're going to get to the middle of the letters right here. Trunks are good here. You guys got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Referee in charge is Thomas Taylor. Curtis Harper coming off of surprising Christian Thun, who was a former sparring partner for the former heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. For BAHODIR Jalolov, looking to make yet another statement. He said that he is known in Uzbekistan, but he isn't beloved just yet. He feels in 2 years that he could certainly put himself in position to challenge for the heavyweight championship of the world.
But immediately Harper comes out, try to press the attack. That could be his downfall, because this could be a real early night.
Big straight left already. Jalolov has rocked Harper in the early going, at least caught his attention.
Yeah, look at the way Jalolov prepares that left hand with that jab. You know, his left hand is like straight down the middle like an arrow. If Harper runs into that, guys, it's going to be a good night.
Harper doesn't know how to fight a southpaw. It's very obvious. He's backing up. He's moving in the wrong direction. Look, it's just, he's got to come forward. And I say this out, Raul, you being a southpaw, you know, I tell people, if you let a southpaw come forward on you, you got no shot. You got to push him back, and you got to keep making him go to his right.
You're right. Once you got a southpaw going backwards, then you can do something. You know, but you got to force him to go backwards, push him back, and he's not doing that. Harper's not doing that.
Well, Harper
look at the
already
size.
seems to be timid already and sort of already bewildered by what he is seeing, and probably because he's absorbing some straight lefts from Jalolov. Jalolov beat Richard Torres Jr. in the gold medal match to capture Olympic gold. We talked about it as the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but it actually happened in 2021, just to be correct.
Well, we did see Jalolov in the Olympics. I saw him when I covered the Olympics for Telemundo, where he beat Torres from the United States, another prospect that is up and coming in the heavyweight division.
Well, look at the fact that Jalolov has abs coming into this fight. I've not seen that over the past several fights, but he looks in very good condition.
Yeah, I covered his last fight against Jack Olawai, who took up 8 rounds. And, you know, I guess, you know, the plan is who's going to take this guy the distance. You know, so far he's 11-0 with 11 knockouts. Harper, you know, he's going to try to take him. But the way he's fighting right now, boom, boom.
Hey, now you're going to go.
I don't know. What do you think?
Too far. It ain't going to go too long. He's doing everything wrong you could do fighting a southpaw.
Well, for Harper, he is facing his 5th straight undefeated opponent. He's 1-3 during that stretch. He has been stopped 3 times, but has not been stopped since 2017. Big right hand for Harper. Probably his best punch of the fight, but Jalolov shrugged it off.
Jalolov, you know, he's setting traps. He's setting traps for Harper right now. And pretty soon, Harper's going to fall into one of them.
Nearing the end of the opening stanza between BAHODIR Jalolov and Curtis Harper.
Otur. Otur. De. Baho, shoshmasdan chiroyli klass ko'rsatish kerak. Tushunding-a?
по скорости твой, понял?
А,
Поэтому
hamma narsa.
просто не нарывайся, он сам придет, понял?
O'zi keladi.
Remember, he ain't never been to the later rounds. We gonna take him there and fucking drown him. But you gotta get him to use his energy. Yeah. And look, he backs up when you throw. So throw, feint, and then keep coming in. All right? Let's go.
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go, guys.
Counter it with your right.
Number 2, stay right here. Go.
So round number 2, this one's scheduled for 10 for Curtis Harper. He is confident coming into this fight. Look at that. He's coming out swinging wildly.
And you know what? Even if it's wildly, but that's the kind of stuff he's got to do. He's got to put some kind of mental pressure on the big guy, Jalolov. But listen, look, Jalolov had a lot of amateur experience. I believe over 200-300 amateur fights.
Yeah, close to 300 amateur fights.
There you go. Olympic gold medalist. I believe he went to 2 Olympics.
2 Olympics, yes.
2 Olympics, Olympic gold medalist. So he's seen it all. He's seen all kinds of styles.
Yeah.
He's seen big guys in the heavyweight division, smaller guys that are still big. So he will adapt. He will adapt to whatever.
That's it. He's going to start sharpshooting him straight down the middle. Because Harper just comes in too wide, too open.
He leaves himself open to get hammered, and you can't give Jalolov many openings because he will seize the opportunity.
Yeah, he's a sharpshooter. You know, he still has that, of course, that European style, stand-up, kind of Klitschko style.
But big left, and that backed up Harper. Harper immediately going in. And this is not MMA, so you cannot go in for the double leg takedown. But boy, oh boy, did we hear that shot here at our broadcast position, that straight left from Jalolov.
You know, Ray and Raul, you know, being a fighter, former fighter, we have egos. And I'm 11-0, 11 knockouts. I want him extended to 12-0 with 12 knockouts. So it's just an ego thing. You know, I'm first and foremost going to win the fight, but I want him to take this guy out. I want him to knock him out.
Well, Jalolov's hero is Vladimir Klitschko. He has that clawing jab, that rangefinder, but I would like to see him stick that jab more and commit to it to try to almost be like a power punch to really disrupt the rhythm of Curtis Harper.
You're right, Ray, but you know, a lot of the European fighters, and that comes also from the amateur system too, they fight that way. They use that jab. The Cubans do that too. In the amateur, they use that jab just to fill the distance and try to land that big missile, that big bomb. You know, but that's just the way they fight. But you're right. If he added power, you saw what he did?
Yes.
Time. Come here. No, purposeful headbutt. Don't do that shit again. Stay here. Hey, take 1 point. 1 point. 1
Thomas
point.
Taylor not putting up with anything. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it's the
Stay
truth.
right here.
Because of the theatrics that Curtis Harper has had in the past, already has a checkered past. So you cannot allow this to get out of hand or unravel. And Thomas Taylor wisely, because it was an intentional headbutt, deducted a point. Ray, do you agree with that?
Yeah, of course. He's got to, it was so blatant. It was so blatant. Do you think Harper paid any attention? Harper ain't gonna listen to him. He's looking to get disqualified. He's looking for a way out.
But the top of the show, we mentioned the always unpredictable Curtis Harper, and that's so apropos for his performance thus far. Who knows what we're going to see in the third, but what I do know is BAHODIR Jalolov is in complete control.
Definitely is. He keeps landing that big left hand. And that's another round for Jalolov.
Hey, you gotta time that left, baby. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. Time that left foot outside of his. All right. He's moving you into the corners. When you got him in the corner, that's when we work. We work from the center of the ring. We work in the center. He took a point, which means we got to get it back this round, right?
Here we see that big left hand that Jalolov keeps. Look at how he measures him with the jab, and he put Harper in trouble there. And I think that's the reason why Harper. Look, oh my God, he did that. He meant that. Don't you think so?
No, of course he did.
Meant that.
He jumped it like a battering ram.
He's frustrated. That's the sign of frustration. He's trying to find a way to get out of it.
And stay balanced.
That headbutt looked like it was something from Superfly Jimmy Snuka, guys, is what he was trying to do. My goodness, round number 3. This one's scheduled for 10. BAHODIR Jalolov, the Olympic gold medalist, in control against Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper, you see numerically, punches thrown through 2, 13-3 for Jalolov, and the numbers do not lie, as Jalolov is in control, and likely Harper could very well be wearing down.
Well, I think he's feeling the power of Jalolov at this point. You know, Jalolov, you could see, he snaps the ball. He's heavy-handed, and you know, hey, Harper's doing what he can do to get out. You know, he's just trying to do what he can do to keep it going, you know, longer into the fight. He's being outgunned right now, and he knows it.
Harper is a 12-year veteran.
No, I was saying, Rick, because you were talking about that jab, that Jalolov jab. It seems like he's putting a little bit more
some mustard behind it, yeah.
And when he does that, he's more effective with the left hand.
Look, it was one of the reasons why Dr. Steelhammer was so successful in parts of his career, because he would sometimes just jab guys to victory.
Hey, listen, everybody knows the jab is the key in boxing. You have a good jab. Listen, I used to look up to Marvin Hagler. He had a great jab. Yes, he just peppered you with the jab. So, you know, a guy that has a good jab, you did take the fight, the pace of the fight with a good, solid jab. You dissect with the jab. And then, you know, Pernell Whitaker, that's another guy that I learned from. He would dissect. When I say dissect, throw different guys the jab to the body, to the chest, to the head. Just change it up. Hard jab, soft jab, touching jab.
Floyd Mayweather as well, that stabbing jab to the body that he made so famous. Coming up on 75 seconds to go. Jalolov in control as Curtis Harper still hasn't really thrown anything of significance here in this third stanza.
I'm waiting for that left hand to land, guys. Yeah. It's going to land any moment. It's a matter of time. I don't see this going the full 10 rounds.
No.
What do they say from Austin Powers? The laser. You know, he's looking to land that laser left hand.
Yes, picture perfect left hand. Either that or Harper's going to do something dirty, guys. He did it once. He did it once. I think he's going to do it again.
He's very capable. A couple of straight lefts there by Jalolov. Gotta say, Thomas Taylor's doing a very good job to keep things on the up and up and making sure that the guys are not getting away with anything that is inappropriate.
No, I think, you know, Harper's just trying to win any way he can. The best way he can. And that's why I'm making it an ugly fight. That's the only way he can win, is making it ugly.
Big straight left. Down goes Harper for the first time in the fight.
4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Clark, look at me. You all right? Come here. Come here. Go.
Thomas Taylor took a long look at Curtis Harper as he got hammered with a massive left from Jalolov.
Big deep breaths. Hey, when he throws the left, you gotta answer with the right. When he throws the left, you gotta answer with the right. We're good. Hey, he's posting with that lead hand. Look, check me out. Make sure you grab, make sure you hold.
Here's the knockdown. Watch that perfect left hand. Boom. Out of nowhere. It was fast and explosive too. Boom, boom. Fast and explosive. Yeah. Remember the shots you don't see? Right. He's setting it up. He's looking at him. Just out of nowhere. He changed the speed to the combination. Because that was a different left hand from the other left hand that he's thrown. It was more explosive.
And it came from an angle, and it was sharp over a lazy left jab.
That's it.
So now the question is, has Curtis Harper been able to clear the cobwebs? And will he find a way to try to turn things around in his favor? But he clearly is outmatched so far, at least through the first 3 rounds. The big Uzbek having control, just hammering away upon Curtis Harper. It is simple. It's the jab followed by the straight left, and pretty much academic for Jalolov.
And that's all he has to do at this point, right? Just, you know, Raul, you know that. You just keep it, all you got to do is keep it basic.
And that's what he does. Yeah, he throws with a big guy like Jalolov. That's a left hand again.
Another straight left. Now he's getting hammered.
Yes.
Thomas Taylor watching the action as Harper does not want to be at the perimeter of the ring. A big left. Another one. It is target practice for Jalolov.
I call that a buffet of left hands. They're coming out of everywhere. Look, straight left hand, overhand left. Let's see if he throws it to the body. That's a buffet of left hands. Let's see if he finishes. He's eating him up. He's eating him up.
That's right.
He's hungry for the left hand.
Right.
Even grazing shots seem to be having an effect upon Harper. That just goes to show you the power in which the Olympic gold medalist has. Another straight left down the middle.
Harper said he was going to take the fight to Jalolov, and don't let him get that extension. But look, he just can't seem to do it. He can't get underneath that jab. He can't avoid the left hand, and that's been the story of the whole fight.
It's like what Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Yeah, he changed up. Now he threw an uppercut with the left hand.
And down goes Harper for the second time in the fight.
He's outgunned. He's outgunned. You know, I've been making jokes about him out there, but the guy's showed a lot of heart here. He's showed a lot of heart so far. He's outgunned, outman.
And this one is over.
Yeah.
BAHODIR Jalolov remains undefeated. 12 fights, 12 knockouts, a complete one-sided demolition over Curtis Harper to remain perfect. That guy in 2023 is going to be a problem, and I look forward to seeing him among the hungry contenders in the heavyweight division.
I'll tell you what, Ray. Right now, I think him and Deontay Wilder would be a hell of a fight. I think he's ready for Wilder.
Already?
I think so.
Wow.
This guy's he has a great amateur background, tall.
So what you're saying, Ray, is that they could sort of put him on a fast track. So they could start to move him fast now, especially after a performance like this.
They can't. I don't disagree with you, Boom Boom, with that. But you know what? I would like to see him with another 2 fights, maybe a top 10, 15 type of guy, and then make the move because the guy's growing and he's got power and he's knocking guys out. Now he's 12-0 with 12 knockouts.
Well, they're talking about 2 years. I don't think it's going to be that much in 2 years to be in line. You're looking at probably about a year max as we take a look at some of the handiwork from BAHODIR Jalolov.
And here's how he's, all night long with the left hand, the buffet of left hands. 2 left hands, an uppercut left hand that he missed with. Here we see again, set it up with the jab. Big overhand left, another left hand. There's the uppercut. There was that, and that was it. Thomas Taylor had said that. Well, I've seen enough. The guy's, he was hurt. He was hurt from the beginning. No need to take more punishment.
And let me point this out because this bears repeating. There are times where we can be critical of referees. Thomas Taylor did a very good job, had control the entire time, saw that the body language was off Curtis Harper, and stopped the fight in the appropriate fashion. Bravo to Thomas Taylor for an exemplary job here tonight.
I agree, hell of a fight. Sometimes you see referees, let the fights go a little bit longer, which, that's when things happen. You don't want that, and I think he did a great job. Cheers to him.
And BAHODIR Jalolov remains undefeated. To make it all official, we set it up to ring announcer, my amigo. Here is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 1 minute, 53 seconds. Round number 4, your winner. By way of knockout, he is still undefeated. The Big Uzbek, BAHODIR Jalolov.
So BAHODIR Jalolov remains undefeated, a 4th round stoppage victory over Curtis Harper. Nice sign of respect, but Jalolov certainly problematic as we head towards 2023. Lou DeBella, you certainly have a top quality budding contender on your hands, my friend. Let's take a look at the numbers from our friends at CompuBox, numerically how they unfolded. Well, as we take a look, 39 of 96, a 41% connect percentage. And look at these numbers for Curtis Harper, 5 of 62, just an 8% connect percentage. Oh, my goodness. And power, well, one-sided again. 32 of 60. A 53% connect percentage in the power punch department for Harper. Just a measly single digits, a 9% connect percentage, just 4 out of 43 thrown.